Welcome back to Made Up. It's your girl Diane, and in today's video, we are going to be doing a first impressions and wear test for this Feel Good Skin foundation from Profusion. So if that sounds interesting to you, let's get made up. All right, so this product has been out for 8-9 months, something like that, but I haven't seen it in my local Walmart yet until today. So I immediately picked it up. I wanted to see if it worked. It's super affordable. It's under $7, I believe. It's medium to full coverage. It has hyaluronic acid in there, SPF 15, and it has a natural satin finish, which is my preferred finish. So I am definitely excited to give this a try. It would be great if this actually worked for my skin. So stick with me. Let's find out together. All right, friends, so we are going to give this Feel Good Skin Longwear Skin Protector from Profusion a try. So like I said, this was the first time that I am seeing this in my local Walmart. So I was super excited to pick this up. And it actually looks like they have a whole new section, a lot of real estate from what I'm used to. It started off with just like palettes, and now it's like really grown into like a full-fledged section. And then it also had Walmart exclusive on there, which was a difference in packaging. It's almost like cutesy. I don't know how to call it, maybe like kawaii type stuff. Super cute. Without further ado, let's go ahead and get this open. This will be my first time opening this, and I got this in the shade medium 5, also called warm yellow. Now, that's a little bit tricky because sometimes yellow can be too yellow. Sometimes I'm more of a neutral, which I wouldn't expect, but of course it really just depends on the brand and the product. So this is what it looks like in the bottle, and it's super sleek. It does say that it has hyaluronic acid in it, it's medium to full coverage, and it's a natural satin finish with SPF 15. The natural finish is natural satin finish is my preferred finish. So I am very excited about this, and I wouldn't expect it to be full coverage, but it does say it's full coverage here, so we'll see. So again, we got our hair kind of pulled back in a very rustic type way. So just as I imagined, it's a little squeeze tube, and it's got like a little tiny hole for the product to come out of. Oh, okay. She thick. She's not moving. So then I guess this is full coverage. I just maybe expected something like this to be like the shape of the tube and everything to kind of be, and it's also called Feel Good Skin, so I figured it would be more liquidy, a lighter fluidy type consistency. But it is starting to move right now a little bit based on the warmth of my skin. I am going to tap that on the skin. I don't know if this is my shade. I hope so. I hope I wasn't supposed to go for medium 3, which was a neutral shade, which might have been a better fit, but maybe not. We'll see. You really, in my experience, you really can't tell until the product is like spread out. Like even if it looks a little bit crazy when you first like dot it on your face, when things blend out, they have the ability to change. Let's see. Okay, so I think that's a pretty decent shade match as far as I can tell in here. We'll check it out in natural sunlight later and see if that's the case, because sometimes in here I'm like, oh, that is spot on. And then I get out there in the real world and I'm like, ooh. So let's see. Definitely what I imagined with one little dollop like that, medium coverage. I don't know how good she looks under the lights here. I feel like in person, it's okay. Let's see. I feel like it looks good. The real test will be, of course, the test of time. And I'm probably gonna put a little bit more on here. This is SPF 15, but as we all know, we need at least SPF 30. So thankful for the little bit of sun protection in here, but definitely not something that you can give up or replace just with this little gal right here. So I'm gonna take a little bit more because I have a ton of stuff that will give me the same amount of coverage. I want her to be as full as she can be. without looking cakey. So let's do this. Okay, so first impressions, it's a very, very nice. It's exactly as I imagined it to be. Foundations that toggle between medium to full coverage, they're never gonna be the fullest of full coverage, right? They're teetering on the, just drawing the line at full coverage. Like on this side of my face, maybe I could call it full coverage because I have less stuff to cover up on this side. And then on this side, you can definitely see some of my issues kind of break through. And of course, this issue I'm having now. I still like the finish. Again, it's gonna really be about how it wears. Let's get back to the smell. I feel like there's a smell when you take it out. I wasn't sure if it was my hand lotion, but there was a fragrance when you put it out. It's not terrible, but it does smell like very perfumey, if that makes any sense. Not as strong as perfume, but for sure it has a fragrance in there that is very apparent. And I actually feel like it becomes more apparent when you spread it on your face. We'll see if that smell dissipates. I would assume it would. The most potent time to smell is when you're spreading it all over your face, but this is what it looks like. I am going to finish up the rest of my face. So I'm gonna do concealer and some powder just like I normally would. And we are gonna do a full day wear test today. It's about 12 o'clock right now, and we will wear this for at least 8 hours. So we'll give it that, maybe a little bit more. All right, friends. See you soon. All right, we're back. This is the finished look. This has been my like go-to jam. I'm doing this light summer makeup. I've just been loving it lately. So this is what it looks like with concealer, powder, everything I would normally do right now. I mean, it looks good. I needed that concealer to help supplement some of those problem areas that I have. I still needed that. So not true full coverage, but that's okay. That's not really what I wear anyway, and it's exactly what I expected from something that, again, goes from medium to full coverage. We're really just gonna test it out right now. It's about 12:30 right now, so now that we've gotten the full face on and everything, it's about 12:30, so we're gonna keep this on for as long as we possibly can, at a minimum for 8 hours, and then we're really just gonna come back and check to see how the makeup's doing. If I can, I will do a midday check-in as well so that you guys can see it progress throughout the day. There's our starting off point. See you soon. So I just came in the bathroom to kind of see it in different light. I don't know if you guys can tell right now, but when I'm looking at it, it is way too dark for my face. I don't think that you guys can see that, but in person, I look like my face is yellow, and it's not good. I just don't think you're seeing it under these lights, but whew, maybe we'll try outside and show you guys there. So I am out doing some errands. I don't know if you guys can see, but this shade is definitely not my shade. It's okay because it won't affect the wear test, but just wanted to show you guys what it looked like in natural light. Well, we'll see how it goes. I'll check in a little bit later. I missed the 4 o'clock check-in. It's like 6 o'clock now, but I just wanted to show you what my face looks like right now. So there was a smell. We talked about it. It did not disappear. Actually, I smelled it for at least 2 to 3 hours. It just wasn't enjoyable for me. And I'm not opposed to fragrance, but I just don't want to smell it for a few hours or all day. I don't think I smell it anymore, but again, it lasted for 2 to 3 hours. I smelled it pretty strongly. The skin looks pretty nice. I'm happy with the way it looks so far. I just didn't enjoy the smell, but that's okay. We'll move on. We'll check back in again at the end of the night, and we'll see what the skin looks like. Bye, guys. We're back. It's the end of the evening. This is what the makeup looks like. It's about 10 o'clock, so I've had this makeup on for over 10 hours actually, because it's past 10. It actually looks really amazing. I have no complaints and had some allergies earlier too, but I mean, my nose still looks like it held up pretty well. Everything looks pretty good in my opinion. Again, the only drawback that I'm seeing, I mentioned earlier, was the fragrance. So I thought it only lasted 2 to 3 hours, and then towards the end of the evening, like I could smell it again. I swear I can still smell it. Like if I cut my hands like to my face, if that makes any sense, where like I make this bubble, but I could still smell the fragrance and it was really strong, and it's definitely not something I would like. Even being a fan of fragrance, I'm not a fan of this fragrance. It just reminds me of old school floral. A lot of the old school makeup had this scent, and I can remember it because I can remember my mom using it, and I just don't like it. It's just reminds me of having a lot of fragrance. I didn't look up the ingredients or anything like that. I just tried this product out straight away. As far as the look and the application and everything looks absolutely gorgeous. It's just the fragrance that I have the issue with, but what do you guys think? Well, that's all I have for you guys tonight. Please let me know what you think in the comments down below. Please like and subscribe, and don't forget to ring that notification bell so you can be notified of all my future uploads. All right, friends, until next time, bye.